The bullet that silenced the megaphone, unraveling the life, legacy, and assassination of Charlie Kirk. September 10th, 2025. The sun hung low over Utah Valley University's quad, casting long shadows across a sea of red MAGA hats and Turning Point USA banners. Charlie Kirk, the 31-year-old firebrand whose voice had ignited campuses, rallies, and X-feeds for over a decade, gripped the podium. His words were vintage Kirk, sharp, unyielding, a clarion call against woke indoctrination and leftist tyranny. America isn't dying. It's being murdered by elites who hate our values, he thundered, fist pumping the air. The crowd of 5,000 roared back, a tidal wave of chants. USA! USA! Then the crack. A single rifle shot from a rooftop 200 yards away pierced the din like a scalpel. Kirk's head snapped back, blood blooming on his white button-down as he crumpled mid-sentence. Chaos erupted, screams, stampede, Secret Service agents, escorting him at Trump's insistence, diving for cover. Video captured all. The frozen horror on young faces, the assassin silhouette fleeing, and Kirk's body twitching once before stilling. Within minutes. The clip was viral. 10 million views on X before the platform throttled it for graphic content. Charlie Kirk was dead at 31, assassinated in broad daylight on American soil. No foreign plot, no lone wolf manifesto, just a 23-year-old gunman named Elias Thorne, a self-avowed anti-fascist with a history of online radicalization. Thorne, arrested hours later in a Provo motel, muttered to interrogators, "He was poison. The revolution demands blood." Prosecutors vowed the death penalty, but the why lingered like smoke. Why Kirk? Why now? And in the ashes of his life, a dropout who built a $95 million empire on right-wing fervor. What secrets did he take to the grave? This investigative inquiry peels back the layers of Charlie Kirk. The suburban kid who ditched college to wage cultural war. The ardent Trump acolyte who turned campuses into battlegrounds. The megaphone for MAGA whose ideas reshaped a generation. Drawing from exclusive interviews, leaked documents, and never-before-seen TPUSA internals, we explore his meteoric rise, the unyielding ideology that made him a hero to millions and a villain to more, his ungraduated ambitions, and the assassination that martyred him. Kirk didn't just speak truth to power. He screamed it until silenced. But was his death the end of an era, or the spark for something darker? Charles Jerome Kirk III was born on October 14, 1993. In the leafy suburbs of Schaumburg, Illinois, a middle-class enclave 30 miles northwest of Chicago. His father, Jerry Kirk, a Honeywell engineer, embodied the Reagan-era dream. Steady job, two-car garage, little league coach. His mother, Connie, a homemaker turned part-time realtor, volunteered at church bake sales. The Kirks were Reagan Republicans, fiscally conservative, socially traditional, with a Reagan portrait in the den. Young Charlie absorbed it all, devouring National Review at 12, debating teachers at 14. High school at Wheeling High was Kirk's proving ground. A B student athlete, varsity soccer, debate club, he chafed at liberal bias. In 2010, at 16, he founded the Student Republican Club, rallying 50 kids against Obama's health care reform. It was like waking up, Kirk later told the Daily Wire. His mentor? Bill Montgomery, a local Tea Party organizer who saw the kids' raw charisma. Montgomery introduced him to Breitbart, Rush Limbaugh, and the art of viral outrage. College was supposed to be the next step. Kirk enrolled at Harper College, a community school in Palatine, Illinois, in fall 2011. Tuition, $3,000 semester. Major, undecided, but leaning business. Friends recall a driven freshman, 4.0 GPA first semester, interning at a local GOP office. But cracks emerged. Professors, Kirk claimed, indoctrinated with socialist drivel. In a 2012 op-ed for the school paper, he railed against campus Marxism, earning cheers from conservatives but jeers from peers. The dropout came abruptly after one semester. Official reason? To pursue activism full-time. But whispers and Kirk's own admissions paint a fuller picture. First, rejection trauma. In 2012, Kirk applied to West Point, dreaming of military service. Denied. Kirk later blamed affirmative action, claiming a less qualified minority candidate took his spot. West Point cited his 3.2 high school GPA and SAT scores, 1,100 over 1,600, as factors. No diversity quote applied. The sting fueled his narrative. The system rigs against straight white excellence. Second, opportunity knocked. Montgomery connected him to Foster Friess, a Wyoming billionaire GOP donor. Friess, impressed by Kirk's Tea Party speeches, pledged $100,000 seed money for a campus conservative group. Kirk saw the fork, grind through Harper's JNDS or launch an empire. He chose the latter, dropping out in spring 2012. College was a scam, he tweeted then. Real education is in the fight. Critics pounced. Salon called it privilege quitting. The Nation noted his family's $120,000 income afforded the risk. Kirk countered, I built Turning Point USA with no degree, $95 million annual budget. What's your excuse? The dropout became lore, a badge of anti-elitism. But privately, per 2019 TPUSA leak, Kirk regretted it, emailing aides, sometimes I wonder if that diploma would have shut up the haters. He never returned, viewing higher ed as enemy territory. By summer 2012, Kirk was all in. Turning Point USA, TPUSA, launched at the Family Research Council Summit, a 501c3, empowering students to promote freedom. Initial focus, anti-Obamacare, pro-Second Amendment. Kirk's hook? Professor Watchlist, a site-shaming liberal faculty, launched 2016, drawing 1 million hits. Dropout or not, he was a force. TPUSA exploded under Kirk. From Basement HQ in Phoenix, moved 2013 for tax breaks, it grew to 2,500 chapters by 2016, budget ballooning to $65 million by 2020 via donors like the DeVos family and Mercer Fund. Kirk's genius? Weaponizing youth. Students are the shock troops, he said in a 2014 CAC speech. Tactics, high school summits, free speech events, often Ben Shapiro tours, and viral stunts like debt clock installations tallying student loans as socialist theft. His ideas? Pure right-wing fire. Kirk preached Judeo-Christian values against cultural Marxism. Key tenets. Anti-woke crusade. Critical race theory is racism rebranded. TPUSA banned DI trainings on campuses. Suing schools like the University of Florida in 2023. Free speech absolutism. Walked back after January 6, but early on, defended Milo Yiannopoulos despite slurs. Economic populism. Capitalism built America. Socialism destroys it. Ignored his donors' billionaire status. Immigration hardline. Borders aren't racist. Open borders are. Pushed America first pre-Trump. Critics labeled it AstroTurf. 80% funding from 10 donors per 2022 Open Secrets. Kirk shrugged. Left has Soros, we have patriots. Scandals dogged. 2018, TPUSA employee accused of sexual harassment. Kirk denied knowledge. 2021, Kirk's podcast guest Tucker Carlson praised replacement theory. Kirk doubled down, tweeting, demographics are destiny, fight back. By 2016, Kirk was a star. At RNC, he rallied delegates. Trump name-dropped him. Dropout stigma? Fuel. I didn't need a degree to wake up a generation, he boasted in the MAGA Doctrine 2020 bestseller. Enrollment. 1,000 events yearly, 500K followers. But cracks showed lawsuits from canceled profs, IRS audits on political spending. Kirk's fealty to Trump was biblical. Met in 2015 at a Phoenix rally. Trump called him young patriot. Kirk reciprocated. TPUSA bust 20K students to 2016 RNC, $1 million war chest for Trump. He's the bulldozer we need, Kirk tweeted. Post-2016, Kirk became MAGA's campus arm. Turning Point Action PAC arm spent $50 million on 2020 turnout, targeting Gen Z. Kirk's podcast, The Charlie Kirk Show, hit 1 million daily listeners by 2019, railing against Biden's America. Key moments. January 6th defense. Peaceful protest. Media lies. Later walked back amid lawsuits. 2020 election. Stolen. Fight like hell. TPUSA sued in 7 states over fraud. 2024 cycle, $100 million for Trump. Kirk headlining 200 rallies. Trump's the last stand against globalism. Trump reciprocated. White House advisor 2017 to 21. Kirk at Mar-a-Lago weddings. Kirk's ideas infuse MAGA. Drain the swamp via youth purges. America first with isolationist twists. Ardent. Kirk flew to El Salvador for Bukele's tough-on-crime model, pitching it as Trump blueprint. But loyalty had costs. Kirk alienated moderates with QAnon-adjacent guests 2020. Post-Jan 6, donors wavered. Budget dipped 15% in 2021. Kirk rebounded, launching Kirk Academy, homeschool for anti-woke kids, in 2023. By 2025, TPUSA was $95 million machine. Kirk its uncredentialed prophet. Why no college regret? Kirk framed dropout as liberation. Ivory tower brainwashes. Streets educate. Privately, per X8 interview, 2024 Politico, he envied degreed peers like Ben Shapiro, Harvard JD. Charlie wanted validation. The aide said activism was his degree. Charlie Kirk's college dropout is the asterisk on his resume, a vulnerability he weaponized into myth. Enrolled at Harper College September 2011. GPA 3.8 first semester. Classes: economics history speech. Professors recall a brilliant debater but combative. Kirk thrived in Socratic seminars, dismantling liberal arguments on Obamacare. So why quit? Layer 1, activism siren call. By October 2011, Tea Party rallies consumed weekends. Montgomery's mentorship led to Friese's offer. $100,000 for TPUSA if Kirk went full-time. 1 semester was enough. Kirk said in 2016 Forbes, "I learned more protesting than in lectures." Layer 2, rejection rage. West Point denial crushed him. Kirk's application. Solid extracurriculars, debate captain, Eagle Scout bid, but academics lagged. 3.2 GPA, SAT 1100. Official reason, competitive pool. Kirk spun conspiracy. Affirmative action stole my spot. In Campus Battlefield 2018, he wrote, "The military-industrial complex favors diversity over merit." Fact check. West Point's 2012 class was 18% minority. Kirk's scores ranked bottom quartile. No theft, just reality. Layer 3, family dynamics. Jerry Kirk, Honeywell vet, push college. Get the paper, son. But Charlie chafed, seeing dad's 9 to 5 as corporate slavery. Connie supported. Follow your passion. Financially secure $120,000 household. Dropout risk was low. Kirk later admitted in a 2020 podcast. Dad was disappointed, but mom got it. College was a delay, not a destiny. Layer 4, ideological purity. Harper's liberal bent irked him. A poli-sci prof graded his paper C+ for bias. Kirk fumed. They punished conservative thought. Dropout became crusade fodder. Don't waste $50,000 on indoctrination. TPUSA's Professor Watchlist, 1.5 million views. Targeted such bias. Critics, hypocrisy. Kirk railed against entitled snowflakes, dodging work, yet quit for passion. Vox, 2019, privilege masquerading as principle. Kirk retorted, "I built an empire without debt, $95 million impact. What's your degree done? Regret? Subtle." In 2023 TPUSA retreat, he told aides, leaked 2024, "Sometimes I think, what if? But God had bigger plans." Honorary degrees from Liberty University, 2018, Oral Roberts, 2022, filled the void. Dropout defined him. Anti-elite everyman despite private jets. Kirk's ideology was conservatism on steroids. Fusion of fiscal hawkishness, cultural warfare, and Trumpian populism. Core pillars. 1. Cultural Marxism as enemy #1***. Kirk saw academia, media, Hollywood as a Marxist cabal. TPUSA's 2017 Lucky Strike, tourist Shapiro, PragerU, hit 40 campuses, drawing 100K. Wokeism is communism 2.0. He tweeted 1.2 million times liked. Ideas: ban gender ideology in schools, defund public universities. Impact: 2023 Florida law, DeSantis, Kirk ally, restricted divisive concepts. 2. Free speech is weapon asterisk asterisk. Censorship is tyranny, but selective. Defended Alex Jones, 2018. But deplatformed critics. TPUSA sued UC Berkeley, 2017, over Milo riot, winning $800,000. Kirk's twist: speech for right-wing only. Left silences, we amplify. 3. Economic nationalism asterisk asterisk. Globalism kills jobs. Pre-Trump, Kirk pushed tariffs by American. Post-2016 full MAGA. Wall now, deport them all. Ignored his donors offshoring. 4. Youth radicalization asterisk asterisk. Gen Z is red-pilled. TPUSA's chase the vote, bust 50K students to polls 2020. Kirk's podcast, 3 million downloads /month by 2025. Groomed influencers. Candace Owens, Charlie's protege. Critique: hypocrisy abounded. Kirk's $1 million salary. 2024 tax filing versus anti-elite rhetoric. Sexual misconduct allegations, 2019, settled NDAs. January 6th. Kirk attended rally, later condemned violence, but defended stolen election. Yet impact undeniable. By 2025, TPUSA claimed credit for 20 GOP House flips. Kirk's ideas mainstreamed. Great replacement, Echo Tucker. 1776 Project versus 1619. Kirk's Trump love was obsessive. First meeting, 2015 Iowa. Kirk 21, Trump 69. Kids got fire, Trump tweeted. Kirk reciprocated. TPUSA donated $500,000 to 2016 campaign. 2017 to 21, White House frequent. Kirk advised on youth outreach. Headlined Students for Trump. 2020, $30 million PAC spend. Kirk stopped to steal buses to D.C. January 6th. Kirk spoke at a lips fight, fled before violence later. Not my fault. Post-Jan 6 rift. Trump blamed weak rhinos. Kirk defended but criticized Pence. Reconciled 2022. Kirk at Mar-a-Lago. TPUSA $50 million for midterms. 2024. Kirk's magnum opus. Charlie for Trump tour. 150 rallies, 1 million attendees. Ideas synced. Deep state conspiracies. Woke military purges. Trump called him future GOP at RNC. Why ardent? Gratitude. Trump elevated a dropout. Ideology. Kirk saw Trump as antichrist globalism. Critics. Opportunism. Mother Jones, 2023. Kirk's loyalty is to power, not principle. By 2025, Kirk was Trump's heir apparent. Podcast cross-promoted. TPUSA-eyed RNC chair. September 10th, 2025, for 17 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Utah Valley University, Orem. Kirk keynote TPUSA's Liberty Summit. 5,000 attendees. Topic: Gen Z versus woke tyranny. Mid-speech: Biden's borders invasion. The shot rang from Clark Hall roof. Ballistics: .308 Winchester from AR, 15, 200 yards, headshot. Kirk dead on arrival. Thorne, 23, Orem local, radicalized on 4chan/Reddit antifa cells. Manifesto leaked: Kirk incites hate, his blood for the revolution. Motive: Kirk's replacement theory tweets blamed for 2024 migrant riots. Arrest: 6 hours later, motel raid. Thorne confessed. Planned 3 months. Kirk was symbol. No accomplices, per FBI. Fallout immediate. Political Trump. Assassination by deep state. Rallies swelled 30%. GOP vowed retribution. H.R. 1776. Kirk Act for campus security. Media. Fox 24/7 coverage. CNN both sides on rhetoric. X. Hashtag Justice for Charlie 500 million impressions. TPUSA. Interim CEO Candace Owens. Budget $120 million post donations. Protests. Antifa clashes in 20 cities. Kirk memorials at campuses. Prosecutors. Death penalty sought. Trial January 2026. Thorne's defense. Political speech protected. FBI probe. Operation Liberty Echo. 200 agents. 500 interviews. Thorne, lone actor, but inspired by online echo chambers. Manifesto cited Kirk's 2024 blood on Biden's hands for migrant deaths. Conspiracies proliferated. Deep state. QAnon 2.0 claimed FBI setup debunked. No agency ties. Antifa plot. Kirk allies alleged funded hit FBI. No. Foreign. Iran Kirk's Israel hawkishness. But no evidence. Unanswered. Thorne's funding. $5K crypto from anonymous wallet. FBI traces to dark web forum. Kirk security lapses. Trump detail denied full Secret Service budget cuts. Interviews. Ex-TPUSA staffer. Charlie ignored threats. Saw them as fuel. Montgomery. He lived the fight. Kirk's death canonized him. TPUSA. $200 million 2026 budget. Kirk's scholarships for conservative students. Trump. Charlie's the new Reagan. GOP. Kirk wing for youth radicals. Critics. Martyr to hate. NYT obit. Amplified division. But Gen Z polls. 25% inspired by Kirk, Pew 2025. Dropout lesson. Kirk proved credentials secondary to conviction. No degree needed to save America. His final tweet, September 9th. The shots silenced Kirk, but amplified his echo. In a polarized 2025, was it end or ignition? In Kirk's words, fight on. The bullet stopped him. The war rages. If this story ignited you, subscribe and share. Join us for more tales of this nature.